Thank you for waking up with a happy ass, where we come together to grow in mind, body, and spirit, so we can turn go out and make the world a brighter and sweeter place to live for ourselves and for others. Okay, so I've got so many things to talk to you about today, and I had a hard time, so no telling what's going to happen, because I had so many things on my little heart and mind. And I read something the other day. I think I read this in a book by Richard Rohr, I think. I don't remember, because you know how I am. I read so many things at one time, and sometimes I forget where I see stuff. But I think I saw it in a book that I was reading by Richard Rohr called Falling Upward, and that's actually what we are studying in my Sunday school class is Richard Rohr, Falling Upward, which blows my mind that I'm studying that Sunday school class. It's really cool, which is why I'm at that church. So, all right, so this is a verse that I don't know why I didn't even know was in the Bible, or maybe I just hadn't made attention to it or whatever, but this is a verse, and it says, the lamp of the body is the eye. If your eye is healthy, your whole body will be filled with light. Matthew 6:22. If your eye is healthy, your whole body will be filled with light. Somehow that makes me think that I need to visualize. I need to see what's happening. Remember we talked about being an MVP, meditate, visualize, and pray. We talked about that fact that prayer released the feel-good hormones. We know what visualization does for you. If you can't see it, you probably won't be it. You're probably not going to become something you can't really see in your mind's eye or your heart. You know, I started back reading the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Old book. And I read it. I think I read it when I was in high school. And I think I read it again when I was in my 30s. And now I'm reading it again. And this guy, Barnes, wanted to work with Edison. I mean, he just had it. He had not even met Edison yet. But he saw in his mind's eye, he saw in his heart, he visualized working with Edison. And Edison could tell when he approached Edison to work with him. Edison can tell this guy is already seeing it. I'm not going to be able to say no to him, because he is already seeing that he is going to work with me. And sure enough, he did. And they invented many, many things together. But he had to see it. You have to see it. And another thing that I did not know, I love when I discover things I don't know, which is all the time. And I was listening to Oprah Winfrey, Super Soul Sunday. She has a podcast. And I did not know this, but you know the people that wrote Ain't No Mountain High Enough? In fact, the guy that wrote it was Nick Ashford, and it was the team of Ashford and Simpson. Simpson was his wife, Valerie Simpson, and he died a few years ago, maybe a year ago, I'm not sure. No, long time ago. He died several years ago. Sorry about that. But she tells the story that, you know, when you hear that song, ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no river wide enough, ain't no valley, low enough to keep me away from you. That wasn't a love song. It was him wanting to be a songwriter, a professional songwriter. And he was looking up at the skyscrapers of New York City, and he started thinking, ain't no mountain high enough to keep him from his goals. So he could see it. He could visualize it. He knew it was out there, and he could see it. And I think, wow. And one more thing I heard, and it really struck me, and this is something I've known for a long time, but I don't always do it. Joel Osteen was sharing with Oprah, because he's asking several people, you know, what was their perspective on life and achieving their dreams and stuff like that. And Joel Osteen says, whatever follows I am is what you invite into your life. Oh, and I've heard that so many times, y'all. So many times. But it just hit me. It struck me. How many times have I said, I am chubby, I am unorganized, I am scattered, I am overwhelmed? How many times have I said that kind of stuff? Now, typically I say positive stuff. I do. I typically say positive stuff. But the things that get me are those things that I feel like I'm kind of inept in, like organization, and I'm constantly, you know, struggling with my weight and stuff like that. Right there. I am struggling. No, I'm not. I am great with my weight. I am great with my weight. So whatever follows, I am. And this is what I love that he said. You know, a lot of people say, well, I don't want to say an untruth. I don't want to say, well, guess what? In the Bible, it says, let the weak say, I am strong. Let the weak say I'm strong. And if we are believing something to be true, if we're believing something that hasn't yet happened yet, it's just like a rendering of a house you're building. You're building a house or you're building something and you've got the renderings. You don't say, that's an untruth. That's not real. Yes, it is. It's the beginning of what is real. So I just love that. So think about that. When you think about ain't no mountain high enough, there ain't no mountain high enough to keep you from the things you want to do. And what are you seeing? What is the lamp of your eye telling you? What is it creating for you? And what follows I am? And I know you hear the same stuff all the time with me, but I truly believe that repetition is the key. Repetition. Repetition is what got you to where you are right now. Repetition is the thing that's going to get you away from where you are right now if you want to be more than you are. And I read something else today that I thought was really cool. Let me find it. Every now and then I go to JT's page to see what he's got going on. And I also love to live vicariously through him because he tells it like it is. He gives you the what for, as my mama said. And I can never say the things he says. But you know what? He's trying to help people become what they're telling him that they want to become. They want to become fit. They want to become healthy. They want to create a life where they can do all the things they want to do and be active and stuff. And so he's there to help them. So one of the things that was on his page today that was so cool, and I have to ask myself, am I doing this? And you have to ask yourself, are you doing this? It says, the reason you're not living the life you want is you keep feeding the life you don't want. Ooh, fire. The reason you are not living the life you want is you keep feeding the life you don't want. What follows I am? What are you seeing? Is it truly in your mind there ain't no mountain high enough for you to get the things you want out of your life? I don't know. This just fires me up. It totally fires me up today. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that we have this one beautiful life to keep on striving and growing and becoming and being. And it's not over. You know, there's going to be so many mountains to climb, y'all. And, you know, sometimes that mountain from a distance looks smooth. But you know what? When you get up there, it's got all kind of dips and valleys and all kind of little places where you can slip. And if your mind does not see you finishing, if your mind cannot believe that you can do something, you're probably going to stop at the first obstacle. And I don't want to be that way. And I know you don't want to be that way either. So here we go. Our affirmation is about seeing. Can you see it? Okay, here we go. Let me find it. I can see. I am learning to clearly see my future. I see my glass half full and ready to grow so I may serve and grow. I can clearly imagine a healthy life, a prosperous life, a fulfilled life. My mind and brain see what I desire and work to achieve it. I am continuously wiring my brain for what I most want and need in this life. The lamp of my body is my eye, and I see a bright and beautiful future, and so it is. Y'all, tell you what, gosh, we got this one beautiful day to visualize and believe and pray and see what we want. Let's don't keep feeding the life we don't want. Let's feed the life we want by what we say, what we visualize, and then what we do. Y'all, I love you so much. Thank you so much for doing this to me every day. It's overwhelming to me in a beautiful, great way that you do this. Peace and week, y'all. Bye.